So if you're watching this, you're probably an athlete or a coach or someone who's serious about training. And you've probably realized by now that not all programs are created equal. Ignatius Strength and Performance, everything we do is built on a few simple principles. We don't use trends or buzzwords. Principles that have held up across Olympic sport, rugby, combat sports, and long-term athlete development. In this video, I want to explain how we think about training and how that thinking shows up in every program that we run. Olympic sports, professional rugby, athletics, swimming, combat sports, numerous others. Across decades of coaching different sports, different athletes, one thing became very clear. The sport can change, but the principles don't. Whether you're an Olympic swimmer or a rugby player, a boxer preparing for a fight, your body adapts in the same way. What changes is how intelligently you apply stress. So one of the biggest problems in the modern day training and the world as such is confusion. Athletes jump from one method to method or program to program, chasing the next thing. You'll hear words like functional, sport-specific, fascia training, and force comes from the feet. And most of it sounds really impressive, but isn't grounded in how adaptation actually works. So at Ignatius Strength and Performance, we don't chase complexity, we chase clarity. The first principle we work from is very simple. First, do no harm. We believe training should build athletes, not break them. A lot of people won't believe that though. If your program consistently leaves you injured or exhausted or regressing, that's not hardcore, it's basically poorly designed. Availability equals performance. If you're not available to perform, nothing else really matters. Strength is the foundation of performance. This hasn't changed and it probably won't. If you get stronger, you get faster, and if you get faster, you get stronger. This doesn't mean we don't train anything else though. Power, speed, resilience, durability, they all sit on the base of strength. But strength isn't just load. Strength and movement are skills. So if you can't control a position, you don't own that. And if you don't own it, it can't transfer to your sport. That's why we prioritize quality over quantity. The body adapts according to stress and recovery, what is basically called general adaptation syndrome. Stress without recovery breaks athletes, and stress with recovery will build them. That's why everything we do is based on that system. We never just look at one exercise or one thing. It's about timing, about the volume, the intensity, and the recovery around everything that the athlete does. This way of thinking is what underpins every one of our programs. Boxing program preparation isn't about just surviving the sessions, it's about making sure that you in peak performance on the day that you fight. Our front row programs doesn't just chase numbers for ego, they build strength, power, and movement that will transfer to scrums and collisions and performance in the sport. Our beginner programs removes confusion and builds confidence and technique through the structure that we put in the program. Different athletes, different demands, but we use the same principles throughout. If you understand the principles, the program will make a bit more sense, and that's what we aim to provide at Ignatius Strength and Performance. Clarity, structure, and training that can actually transfer to your performance. If you want to train with intent instead of guessing, our programs are available in the link below.